Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to Transfer Talk Live. Let me bring this mic closer, actually. I'm not using the headphones yet. That's for the guests who are coming on. Welcome to Transfer Talk Live, a daily video I've been bringing you throughout this January transfer window. Thought I'd do a live one this evening for you because I haven't done a live stream in ages, it feels like. So we'll do a live stream going through Newcastle United's transfer targets for the remainder of January. We're nearly halfway through the window now, and we've signed Kieran Trippier and Chris Wood. Before we get into any more of that, though, have a look at that ticker that's going along the bottom of your screen. Download the Who Wins app. The Who Knows Wins app is out now. We are sponsored by those for the next couple of weeks, guys. So make sure you just check out the link in the description for those. Quality app, right? I've got my picks here for the weekend. Basically, what you do is, like, unlike other bookmakers and stuff like that, where you put your predictions in and you have to get all the scores right. Whoever gets the most right wins. So there's a jackpot. You pick 10 results. The ones that are in there, you click the link, it'll take you to 10 games. You pick those 10 results there, who you think is going to win, draw, or lose on the weekend's games. And then whoever gets the most selections right wins $5,000. $5,000 up for grab for a fiver. Put your fivers in, you can win $5,000, you can join the league. I'm in the league, you can see how I get on, you can compete against me, you can compete against your mates and whatnot. There'll be more on that tomorrow, but check out the link that's in the description for the Who Knows Wins app. Quality app there, and see if you can beat me. You haven't got a chance, have you, really? See if you can beat me, see if you can beat who I think is going to win. Quickly run through mine. Cardiff Blackburn, draw. Burnley Leicester, Leicester win, hopefully. Derby Sheffield United win. Fulham to beat Bristol City. Newcastle to beat Watford. Right? I've already put it in there. The confidence is there for Newcastle to beat Watford. Come on, Chris Wood, header, winner, lovely. Everton to beat Norwich, again, hopefully. QPR to draw West Brom. Sheffield Wednesday to get beat off Plymouth. Plymouth to get an away win. Didn't see that one coming, did you? And finally, Wolves to beat Southampton at home. Aston Villa to beat Man United, I'm going for as well. So those are my 10 selections. £5 in, £5,000 up for grabs. You don't have to get all of them right. Whoever gets the most right wins. Take the link in the description. See if you can beat me. Let's have a bit of crack in there. And a big shout out to Who Knows Wins for sponsoring the channel and supporting this video. Good job, because I'm skint. So hopefully it won't be much longer, though, if I win that $5,000, right? On to the video, though, and we will have a guest joining with Big Uggs. Will be in the building. Well, he won't be in my building. He'll be in everyone's building. He'll be on the screen in about 5 minutes. He'll be jumping on. Unreliable, the rest of them. A couple of people dropped out. You know what I mean? Can't get the fucking staff, can you? Good job, I'm the fucking star of the show, and I'll run you through who Newcastle are going to sign in the rest of January. Let us have a look at your comments, who you think is going to be next, and what you make of Newcastle's £25 million signing today. Chris Wood, get your comments in. Good to see you all. Good to be tuned back into this live stream. I honestly can't remember the last time I did a live stream. Weeks ago, I think. It's been a very busy couple of weeks. Very busy every day. Evening James, evening Pete. Diogo Carlos next. Well, we'll get at that in just a minute. Giasash James. Hope so. Evening Jay. I want the match on Saturday. Got lovely tickets for the match on Saturday in the Platinum Club, thanks to Budweiser. So I'm getting all the deals at the minute. Must be doing something right. Am I right? Quality. Never used to be able to afford a tenner ticket. Now look where I am, Quality. All thanks to you lot, though, right? But while you're here, smash the like button and subscribe, yeah? What's up, Andrew? What you make of the Donby? I don't know what the Donby is. What's the Donby? Buongiorno, John. Sky Sports have just said Carlos is moving in a positive way, is it? Is that breaking news there, is it? Well, I'll bring you what I've got the latest on Carlos in just a minute. Evening, Billy. Evening, everyone. Good to see everyone in there. Hope we get a KTK. I'm going to call him E. I'm going to call him E again. I got it right the other day now. A KTK. It's too many Ks. E. Hope we get E in. Looks wicked. Says John. There he is on the screen. Paul thinks Everton will let us down. Norwich off the back of 5 defeats in a row. He thinks it is going to be a tricky one. Fat Rafa will probably let us down. If you think so, Paul, put your money where your mouth is, yeah? Download the Who Knows Wins app. I'm good, Aaron. I'm good. Just a very busy, stressful day sorting out all this YouTube stuff and new sponsors and the master's degree and everything still ongoing. So it's been stressful. It's been busy. So cans, yeah, appropriate cans, right? Chris Wood cans. Chris Wood definitely drinks brown ale. All right then. Even Callum, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. What does a class signing says, Aaron? Got the experience, knows where the net is. Who do I want the most? Well, stay tuned for that. We'll get into that very soon. He definitely is a beast, though, Carlos. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. I keep on thinking I'm talking at this, but I've got these ready for Uggs coming on. I've got the mic here. You know what I mean? Fucking around. Who you can hear is all right, everything. Looks a machine, that Carlos. Well, this is what I said, right? This is what I said. Obviously, we're after Cantwell still, yeah. We're after Cantwell from Norwich. We've already bought Wood from Burnley. There's only Watford left now. Just get Dennis, and we're staying up. Dennis staying up. Positive noises coming out about the Carlos deal. Well, the last I heard on the Carlos deal, excuse me, get used to that for the rest of the stream, was that Sevilla do not want to sell Diego Carlos, but Diego Carlos wants to come to Newcastle because apparently he's going to be tripling his salary if he comes to Newcastle, Diego Carlos. So no wonder he wants to come from sunny Spain to triple your money Newcastle. Why wouldn't you? But obviously the project at hand and everything, and probably test yourself in a new league as well, you'd imagine. So Diego Carlos wants to move. Newcastle want the move to happen. Sevilla really don't want to sell him, especially in January. A bit like what Sven Botman and Lille didn't want to let him go. But money talks, and Sevilla would probably accept in the region of £35 million. Now, Newcastle bid 28 million yesterday, and they still haven't had it officially rejected. But it's obviously not going to get accepted, otherwise it already would have. So I think they're trying to work out an in-between. I think Sevilla are trying to push for about 40 million. Newcastle might go as high as 35 million for the Brazilian centre-back. But yeah, Sevilla are going to probably hold out for about 40 million. But we're used to spending 40 millions on Brazilians, aren't we? Big Joe. So get Big Diego in. Big Diego, Big Joe. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I want him in. I think he's a beast. He's got European experience and everything. Maybe a quality saying he looks the part. Yeah, let's hope we see some movement in the next 24 hours on Diego Carlos. Obviously, there's going to be no other debuts for Saturday now, which is a shame. You know, at the start of the week, the club said that they massively wanted at least one striker in and one centre-back. They were looking at two strikers and two centre-backs. Now, we've got the one striker in Chris Wood, but we aren't going to have anyone new at centre-back for Saturday's game against Watford. Apart from Dum Dum. Paul Dummett's back. Paul Dummett is back and ready, like a new signing, as Pardew would used to say. Like a new signing, Paul Dummy Dummett, right? Out of nowhere. He was on the bench against Cambridge, and he's fit, ready and round to go. He could even start on Saturday. So that's going to be our new signing, Paul Dummett. Yeah. So we'll wait and see. Obviously, hopefully we'll get a Diego Carlos in over the line in the next few days. Obviously, it's not going to happen now in time for Watford. But we'll see. Hopefully there's some movement on Diego Carlos from Sevilla to Newcastle in the next 24 hours, next couple of days. That'd be good. Even if we can get him, in the next couple of days, even if we could get him in time before the Watford game, just to parade him on the pitch, get him to come out with the Brazilian flag, little scarf, that'd be nice. Get the beast on the pitch. We'll see. But the Diego Carlos is looking good. It's looking positive. We're hearing positive things for Diego Carlos. Juicebox says, do you think he's worth 40 million? I mean, in the modern day, a young Brazilian centre-back who's won European trophies and playing in the Champions League, and he's actually in a La Liga title race at the minute as well. Sevilla are second. So, I don't know, like, this day and age, it's probably the going rate, innit? You know, you pay a fortune these days for players. So, yeah, fuck it, why not? It's not my money. Couldn't give a shit. Shout out Andrew Grange for that super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. Someone told we can get out the relegation zone this weekend. Yes, we can. Yes, we can get out the relegation zone this weekend. If we just double check the league table, because Norwich got beat last night. We've got a game in hand on them. Newcastle are second bottom, Burnley are third bottom. We're both tied on 11 points. If we beat Watford, we would then go above Watford because Watford are 17th with 13 points. If we got a win against Watford, we would then be on 14 points. So as long as Burnley didn't win, then we would be out the bottom three on Saturday. We would be out the bottom three on Saturday if we get a win at home against Watford. Appreciate that's not really focusing very well, but that is the crack. So how good would that be? How good would that be if we could get out the bottom three for the first time Have we even been at the bottom through this season? Probably not, because we haven't won a fucking game. Jesus. But how much would that change the mood if we could get a win against Watford? Burnley don't win and we get out the relegation zone on Saturday. It would just be a massive shift. I am indeed at the Watford game. Really, really looking forward to it. One of them games though where we think we could win. I hope it doesn't get a letdown like Cambridge, but Big Woody's big debut. Wait and see how we get on. Loads of comments coming in. I think Jamal Lewis might be in the squad, but I don't think he'll be starting. Obviously, he was training the day. Dummett was training the day. Who else was training the day now? Someone else was training the day who hadn't been training for a while. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a few players that were training again today, so we'll see. Yeah, we have got until 12 p.m. tomorrow, but it's really nearly 8 o'clock at night, and there's no word of it, so I don't think Diego Carlos is going to make it from Spain to Newcastle. It took 3 days to sign Trippier, 2 days to sign Wood, so yeah, I don't think we'll get anyone in by noon tomorrow. Like, never know with Newcastle though, never know in the transfer market. But another name that's been linked actually in the last couple of hours, Chris Smalling from Roma, ex-Man United player, Chris Smalling. That's an interesting one. What's happening with Matty Longstaff? Well, he was training the day as well, only Matty Longstaff, but he's obviously not been playing for a while, didn't feature at all really in Scotland, and then I think he may have picked up a little knock. Cheers for that one, mate. Loads of comments coming in here. I can't even keep up with yours. I think the Aaron Ramsey one is going to probably happen towards the end of the window if it is going to happen. Now, Newcastle owners do want a big name centre midfielder. Ramsey is on big wages, 300 grand a week. So if we can strike a deal where Juventus pay some of the wages, similar to what Villa have done with Barcelona for Coutinho, then that could be movement at the end of the window. But like you've said there, he has got COVID, so can't do any business when he's sitting at home wanting himself silly waiting for his isolation end. Right, we've got the guest waiting in the background there, so we're going to bring him in now. We're going to bring in Big Uggs. 1 second, they got distracted by that comment. Hate all your comments. Yes, mate, what you saying?
I'm good, man, bro. What you saying?
Aye, good, mate, good. How are you?
Yeah, good, man. I just literally just got in from work. Literally, I just stepped in the house, sat down, signed in.
Nice one, mate. Appreciate you joining. We're here for transfer talk. So, Chris Wood, official today, mate, after Trippier last week. We're nearly 2 weeks into the transfer window. Newcastle have spent, 35 million? Well, more than that, 37 million. On 2 signings, a right back and a striker. How are you rating it so far?
Question for you, actually. How much did we spend last January?
Oh, fucking hell, mate. What was it now, was it?
Exactly, nothing. So, do you get me? So, it's already better. That I think a lot of the time that I've had a chat with you the last couple of years, and that I've been negative in it because obviously Mac Ashley and Steve Bruce, they were the reason for me being negative in it. But now they're gone, yeah, I'm just positive. Like, I'm seeing the positive things in everything. Do you get me? Because like the worst case scenario has disappeared, it's gone. So what? There's nothing to be negative about. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people talking about Chris Wood is not the right signing for us. A lot of people wanted, as we've said before, that luxury signing, innit? But as we're learning, and as we should know anyways, but I feel like people just thought money talks in football, but we're seeing it doesn't talk as much as we thought it did, innit? But as
nothing that's because of the league position we're in, though. Like, do you think if we were floating 10th or something would be more attractive? Because a lot of people aren't going to want to take the risk.
Yeah, facts. Of course. But people still thought just because we're 19th or 18th, it doesn't matter. We have money now, money can bring these sort of players, and we're seeing it. We're seeing 2 things in it. Like, it's not even more about the players anymore. It's more about the other clubs that are selling. Like, they are trying to price us out of sort of buying players, isn't it? So we're seeing that anyways. And January historically has been a tough window. I saw something the other day, like 8% of transfers in January, don't really turn out to be what it is like it is in the summer. So it's a tough window in itself anyways. And we're seeing clubs acting stupid, asking us for 50% more of the transfer fee for players that we think. Obviously, yeah, we're desperate, innit? Do you get me? Like I said before, like we're desperate, but at the same time, we need to have some pride about us, innit? So, but Wood and Trippier, listen, it's better than nothing. Do you get me? Chris Wood strengthens us, like I said before. It's I think, like I said before, it's a smart buy. Do you know what I mean? Because it weakens our rivals. Like it's that if you can't get from elsewhere, get from your rivals. Do you know what I mean? Strengthen from our rivals, and we have the momentum now going into this last however games, 18, 19 games left, because we're bringing the money in for one, and I mean we have the money to buy players, and also we've taken from Burnley. So I'm not angry. I'm not mad at all. You know, 2 signings. Trippier is a great signing for me, anyways. How he came to Newcastle, I don't know. You know, so because he was playing in Spain, he was in the team of the year, and he just won the league there, and he's also still in the Champions League.
Last
So
Champions League.
So why he decided to come and lose it to Cambridge last Saturday, I don't know, but I'm not complaining myself, to be honest with you. So I'm not mad. You know, it's okay, and plus it's still what day 10, what day 12, or what?
13. Close minute 13.
But it's 13. It's 13th of January, bloody hell. But so that there's still 2 weeks to go in it.
And we all know that the window obviously picks up towards the end, doesn't it? We all know deadline day and everything's mental, so there's still you don't see the majority of movement. I mean, you look around the Premier League, apart from the likes of us, Villa, you know, a lot of the big clubs haven't even made a move at all yet. So
Exactly.
All eyes is on us. You know, every day of the transfer show on Sky Sports News, it's always us. So it should be like it needs to be.
There you go. Then so it's like clubs don't even do business in January as much as that. But for some reason, outside people, even our fans as well, are expecting to having by now 10 signings. But that's not how it goes anymore. We're still in a pandemic, firstly, so transfers will be even more difficult. So a lot of people need perspective, and I think that's what I'm here to do: give some Newcastle fans some perspective as to where we were and where we are now, and also just how things are better than what it used to be. So there's, you know, and I see the other day a comment on someone's post. Someone said, what do you say? He goes, if these rumors, no, he goes, he's tired of seeing the rumors. Only post it when it's confirmed. Yeah, and I just thought to myself, wait, people in life here, you actually can't please people, because I'm sure this time last year, the same person would have been pissed off that there's nothing going on at all until we got Willock in it. That same person would have been dying for rumors back then, like dying for rumors that were linked for somebody in League Two. Do you get me? Back then. Now we're linked with the whole world. They're pissed off. I don't get it. Like, what's the problem? Chill out. Like, enjoy it.
Enjoy the process, man. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the hype.
Like when do you ever like see this? But I mean, me personally, I'm not buying into it. As in, I don't give it as much energy. As in, I'm not like, oh, guess what? We're linked or whatever. But it's nice to see that the owners are going through a list of players and then contacting clubs. You know, it's good to see, because if for example now it was nothing, the fans will be worried. They're thinking, what's going on? But you know, I don't blame the owners for there being 2 signings. I blame the market, the tough market, and clubs are trying to give us some crazy prices. No, literally no. Like if a bag of fruit costs £1, why am I going to pay £5.50 for it? I don't care. Like, I'm gonna go and get a bag of fruit from someone else. Do you get me?
That's legit. That's actually legit. What's happening for Newcastle, though, you know, like, you know, for example, Sven Botman, right? He's probably worth about 30 million. We put in a £30 million bid, got rejected. Do you know if like a West Ham came in with a £30 million bid, you know for a fact they'd accepted. They're just holding out because they know they can push us for another 5-10 million easy, because 5-10 million to these owners is pennies. So it's that we need to get used to getting ripped off at Dortmund and getting held to ransom.
Yeah, and what doesn't help as well, because if we were like, for example, because it's just a mess for us, because if we were like, I don't know, 10th, let's say, we wouldn't seem as desperate. But because we lost to Cambridge, because we've only won one game all season, literally in League Cup and FA Cup, one game, and that's the Burnley game. Because we sit 19th, because there's a pressure of being the richest club and going down, whatever, all that stuff. Because of all that stuff, clubs also know, yeah, we're desperate. So that also adds the extra 5 million on top of the extra 10 million that they're going to add anyways. So that's why I say to people that Chris Wood's signing is a smart signing, because like just thinking about it at work, for example, like you sort of come up with a problem, or you sort of meet a problem, and then you have to find the solution for that problem. And the solution was very smart. Is target somebody who is in and around us in the league, who has a release clause. So we've cancelled out any sort of like plans to sort of add on extra 10 or 15 million pounds to the price. Obviously, yeah, Chris Wood for that amount of money, it might not obviously be that, because I saw his actual value or his worth is like 10 million pounds. But we have a striker now, whereas before we didn't have a striker, and all other clubs will price us out. So it's a very smart move in terms of the business side of things and getting somebody in the door like as quick as it happened. But so fans should, I feel like a lot of people should just obviously like just understand that how difficult this market is, and the owners are actually trying to bring a solution to the problem. Whereas like we've seen previously with Mike Ashley, he would have done nothing. He would have said
We'd be down by now. We would down if we still had Ashley, because you wouldn't have the hope, would you?
facts,
Literally,
of course.
he wouldn't have a thing. He wouldn't do a thing in January. You maybe get a loan signing, someone on loan. That would be it.
Yeah, of course, and then say to whoever it is that he appointed, and even still, even if Ashley was still here, never know, Steve Bruce could have still been in a job. So, like, I mean, not that Eddie Howe's done great, but but it's again, I don't blame Eddie Howe. It's what we're seeing is McAfee's team, his squad, isn't it? You have one player who's not part of that.
We can't change 14 years of shit, mate, in fucking 3 months, can we? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. So like we have one player who wasn't signed by Mike Ashley, and it's a squad of what, 25 players. So it's listen, mate, like you can't rush it, man. So I'm glad, innit? I'm just glad that we're with these players, and hopefully there's more coming in as well.
So hopefully there is more coming in, mate. Centre back is high on the list of priorities. Diego Carlos is high on the list in discussions. What do you make of him, or who would you like to see to come in next?
So did you know what? I actually like him because he's aggressive. Like he reminds me of like a Thiago Silva in a way. When
Brazilian as well.
Younger. Yeah, so like when he was sort of younger as well. So that sort of modern day aggressive centre back as well. So and I'm quite surprised, to be honest with you, about how cheap he actually is, in the sense that 28-30 million for somebody who's playing at Sevilla, who's probably one of the best teams in Spain.
Second in the league.
Second in the league, do you get me? So I think if we can get him, that will be a major boost for us, because he seems like somebody that we need as well, like at the back, somebody that's aggressive, because I feel like our defense is soft. Like Lascelles is a big guy, but he's soft. Do you get me? He's soft, and this guy can come in and sort of, and he seems like he's good on the ball as well. So
very good on the ball.
So and that's what we need to sort of be successful. And I hope he comes in and takes the place of Lascelles, because I think it's shocking. So, but the defense is definitely somewhere that we would like to strengthen. Beforehand, I was looking at players like Umtiti and stuff like that, but now I was thinking to myself, like we don't want those bad apples at our club, man, because them sort of players will come in and give it the big bollocks and think there's something special. So I think the players that we're targeting, I'm cool with. Really, truly, I feel like Botman, I would have loved us to just get him. Just get him, because just pay the money to get him, because he wants to come. Like, I'm seeing him. his liking post of him in Newcastle shirt. Just get him, man. Like you know who's to come. So just pay the money that they want to pay on that one. I would say, but not because obviously they're not asking for mad amount of money. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not asking for like 70 million or 60. What's the asking price? £45 million?
45 apparently. I mean, I think we were going to go as high as 35,
Yeah,
38. They want about 45.
but we bought John Linton for 40 million.
Bargaining, isn't it? Fucking bargain, mate.
Did you get me? So I mean, no disrespect to him, but obviously that's the market we're in today, isn't it? So I don't mind paying that money for Botman, but in the same breath, I would say like I like the fact that the owners are still sticking to the guns and they're flexible. They're going to Plan B and Plan C, etc. So I'm not mad, to be honest with you. But
another centre back that's linked is Badashil, the French kid as well, but he's injured at the minute. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. That's no good to me. Like we wanted players before Watford. We definitely need this centre back before Leeds away next week. So is that one you maybe move on to someone else? I mean, even Chris Smalling's been linked tonight.
I see that the other French guy, and I think no, that's pointless. We don't need an injured bird when we are in need of defenders. So I feel like that one should be snuffed out. They shouldn't waste their time. I've seen that he's keen to come, and he's actually a good player. Like he's one of them players that don't wonder kids that you find on Football Manager. Do you get me? So like he's actually a decent player, but if you're injured, man. Like, and because it's not the summer where there's a preseason and stuff like that, he's coming in where we have the most important games of the season. You know, games where we have to pick up points, and he's going to be injured. He's going to miss that, so he's not really fulfilling the purpose. We're not going to get the best out of him. So that one doesn't make sense. To be honest with you, I saw the one on Chris Smalling as well. He ain't going to come to us because he's playing at Roma.
Love and life.
Yeah, so I think that's the issue now. Obviously, the issue is where we are in the league as well, innit? So a lot of players are thinking, I'm not on it. Like I'm not on coming to the Premier League, going Newcastle, and then battling to stay in the league. So which I understand.
We need. Imagine if we stay up with me. We've already talked about the amount of rumours that have been flying around this January. Imagine how insane the summer is going to be, man. If we stay in the Premier League, like the money that we'll spend, the players that'll be linked. Because, like you say, it's a fresh start. It's a clean slate in the summer. Everyone starts on 0 points. No one's thinking like look at Dean. I think if it was the summer, he would have came. You know what I mean? But he's looking, thinking, oh, Newcastle there, second bottom, big chance that it could go down. Don't really fancy that. So a lot of players, if this was the summer now, would have Dean in, would have Botman in, would have everyone in, wouldn't we? That's what we needed. That's why it's so important we stay up. So in order to stay up, do you not think it's better if we look closer at home? So obviously we've took Wood from Burnley. Should we not be looking at a Cody from Wolves? Maybe I definitely don't think Tarkowski Burnley would even listen to her for Tarkowski. So maybe like a Connor Cody or a Nat Phillips as well from Liverpool's been mentioned.
Do you know what Tarkowski? Yeah, I think he's something we can get because he still ends in summer. So
imagine the Burnley tears if we got him as well.
Yeah, so we can actually get him a discounted price because it's either they take the money now or he leaves on free. But the way football's going these days, a lot of players would rather leave on a free because they would rather get the transfer fee for that signing on fee for them. So, but I'll take him. He's not great though. I can't lie to you. I watched him in the last game. I can't remember who he played, but somebody nicked the ball off him, and I think it was Leeds or something, or I can't remember who it was, but somebody nicked the ball off him, and he caused them to sort of score a goal. So I think he's had his good periods and stuff, but maybe he just needs a fresh start. But I'll take him ahead of what we have now. Do you get me? Because I feel like new signings, they bring momentum and confidence to the squad. Do you get me? So I'll definitely take him because obviously him coming in is going to be like competition for places, isn't it? So I'll take him. Connor Cody, he ain't going to leave Wolves, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's difficult. Like me myself as well. Like people ask me, who do I want? I struggle to even say who I want because it's really such a difficult market, and the players that I was saying I wanted before the market opened, it's kind of now really unrealistic. Like I was saying like Kounde from Sevilla, but these players they're not going to come to Newcastle now. But like you said, in the summer, it's a different ball game. So, and one thing I will say now is that our current squad, it's like they're on trial. Do you get me? And you know, they're not doing what they need to do to keep their job. Do you
Can't
get
see
me?
mate. They're all getting fucking life sentences because they're all
Yeah,
on trial because
do
they're
you
all fucking death
get, yeah. Do
on
you get
death
me?
row, mate.
It's like they are doing what's it called an audition for example, but
X
they're not
Factor.
doing what they need to do. So their job's at risk as well. So, but if we do stay up, man, that will be so big for us because I do believe with the investment that we have and the way how this league is, like if you look at it, like I'll say after top eight, literally top eight, it can be anybody. Do you get me? Like I feel like Palace are what 10th, 11th, then there's Brentford, then there's like all these teams that aren't bigger than us, that aren't better than us. They just had sort of that
Decent
moment.
starts. How
Yeah,
long did it take us to get a fucking win, mate? It's
you
too
get
long.
decent starts and that moment in the game where they've actually not done a sloppy error or they've actually taken their chances. So I think if we do manage to stay up, I think we should because we have out of all the four teams because I feel like it's a four-horse race. You know, there's four teams in it. The other teams they're gone. Well, we're not going to catch Leeds. Leeds are too good for us. I mean to sort of be pulled back into it. Unless they go on a bad run, then fair enough. But it's between us, Burnley, and Norwich, isn't it? So out of all the four teams, we have the advantage because we have the power to improve our team. They don't literally. So, but if we do start, it'll be massive for us, man.
And that's why we're seeing the likes of really Hasenhüttl at Southampton saying that you shouldn't be allowed to use your players that you're saying in January for these rearranged fixtures because
He's a
he
coward.
knows that we're spending and he knows they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Madness.
come on, man. That's stupid because once you do that, you just sort of open a can of worms, isn't it? And that's stupid. Like what? Like it's we're in a pandemic, so you have to be flexible, and this is part of the game now. Matches get cancelled, so you have to play it at a later date, regardless. And I'm sure if he was in our shoes, he wouldn't be saying that. Like how he was pissed off that our game with him got postponed. Now he's sort of asking for his game to be postponed. Like what's going on? Like come on, man. So, but
So back to the transfer front though, mate. Everybody in the comments here, everyone is talking about Donny van der Beek. Get Van der Beek on loan, sign him in the summer, get Van der Beek in, sign Van der Beast. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's on Donny. Free Donny. Do you reckon
yeah.
that's a possibility? Apparently, he's been offered around. He obviously desperately get out of Old Trafford, kind of get a second of football. Couple of teams linked with them. Do you reckon there's a chance we could see Donny van der Beek in a black and white shirt?
I think he's probably the only player that I would say he's in such a bad position at Man United because they need players, as in they're not playing well, and sort of they are using their subs and they're not even using him. So he's somebody that wants to actually leave the club, but there's going to be other clubs that want him, and because there's like a level below the top teams. Yeah, like just the middle teams who are still in Europe, even if it's Europa League or Champions League. You know, there's those teams there that can offer European football, and they may not be as big as Newcastle. They may not be sort of a better option in the next 5 years, but currently, you know, they have something to offer him that we don't, and all we have to offer him is a relegation battle. So I think Donny Van der Beek is definitely somebody that would improve the team, and I'm seeing Cantwell as well, Norwich as well. I don't really want him to be honest with you because I think he thinks he's better than he is. But I think Van der Beek though, I'll take him because of his quality, and I know how good he is. Do you get me? So he will definitely improve the team. It's not a gamble, but it's just the fact that there's going to be other clubs that's in for him, and yeah, it's going to be tough for us to sort of sell ourselves to him. So, but yeah, man, yeah, literally, we'll see, innit?
Short move from there, wouldn't it? You just say, "Oh, get yourself up the road, lad." Donny van der Beek, couple hours drive up the road, stay here, stay up north.
You wish,
Yeah.
man. You wish. Yeah.
It would be a class sign. Like I'd love to see Van der Beek. How bad Man United are, I just can't understand how he can't even get a game. Like it just doesn't make sense.
But then again, if he wants to stay in the Premier League, like there's so many teams that are right now currently more appealing. Like Aston Villa, come on, like Aston Villa like I don't know, man, but how are they pulling players more than we are?
Because of what we said, mate, before when we talked about managerial appointments. That's the only reason they're pulling players, because of Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, Gerrard is the guy that I said that I wanted, but because listen, that guy, I just watched him at Rangers, isn't it? And I just knew like this guy, he has a plan. Like he knew what sort of manager he was going to be when he was playing football.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me? And you can just see it in him. Like he's pissed off for the fact that he lost to United on the weekend when they played well. So, some coaches will be like, yeah, we played well. It's sort of encouraging, but for him, he has his mindset of I was at Liverpool before, so losing this game was unacceptable. Mm-hmm. So wherever I am, Aston Villa, whoever it is, losing this game is still unacceptable. So I think Gerrard is a big influence in the football world. I'm seeing it now, and both players, Coutinho and Ding, now they both said the reason why they've left to go Aston Villa is because of the manager. But who's to say that obviously if Gerrard was our coach, they come to us. But I think if Gerrard was our manager, we wouldn't sit 19th right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I believe he would have made more of an impact anyways, and we would have been probably, I don't know, 16th or 15th or whatever, 17th, but that's better than 19th, and we would have had some more pull to bring these players in. So, but it's tough, man. This market is tough. I've had to humble myself in terms of my like who I want. Do you know what I mean? Because before I was saying bare names, I was saying mad names before, like Lingard, But these guys aren't going to come to Newcastle, man. Let's be honest with us. They're not going to come to us now. So what the owners are doing, they have to think outside the box, and players who see us as a step up, or players who aren't in the Premier League though, because our sell is you get to play in the Premier League. Do you get me? So that is our selling point to other players in Europe. If we sort of, because getting players in the Premier League is good, it's like they're going to come downwards, but getting players in Europe is, you know what, come to us, and because it's mostly every guy's dream to play in the Premier. So that's what we can use to sort of get these guys. So that's why I'm saying like Carlos will be a good signing, and that's why Botman wants to come to us, because he wants to play in the Premier League. So, but yeah, it's tough one. It's tough one still.
It's true though. Like it's what you said when you started thinking about Lingard, and when people were mentioning silly names before when the takeover first happened. You've got to think back to when Man City first got taken over, and this is what I did when people were whinging about Chris Wood signing. Is that, remember when Man City first got taken over? They were saying like Rocky Santa Cruz. Rocky Santa Cruz, Wayne Bridge.
Bellamy.
Like Barry. Players like this. The Premier League experience. So you look around, Newcastle are doing it similar, really, aren't they? Premier League experience, be in the game, can do the job. You've got to do that. You've got to build before you kind of just jump in and just sign whoever you want.
Yeah, we agree, man. But it's different, obviously, from Man City's perspective, because their first window was in the summer, whereas our first window is January. So we're in a tough position, facts in it. So it's difficult because City had that summer to bring in players, and they brought in players for the level. Like we recall them like Lano and sort of them sort of players for that level, Petrov and that, for that level. and then they're bringing like players like Wayne Bridge and etc. Craig Bellamy, these sort of guys. Yeah, but these players though, they were still good players though. Do you get me? Like they were still very good players at the time, but it just it just wasn't the Aguero straight away. They had to get there first, and that's what I'm saying. Like Chris Wood is a good signing, man, because it gives us something that we needed, literally. And I'm glad we didn't go for any striker. Like for example, Nketiah. If we ever were to go for him, I would have said these owners are stupid. Like, do you get me? Like, as in, I'm not being positive for no reason because I'm saying Wood is a smart signing because that's what we need. If we were to go for a striker that doesn't suit the way we play the game, that doesn't know how to lead the line, then we'll be in danger and in trouble. But I feel like Chris Wood, he gets about, innit? And that's what we need as a striker. So I'm not mad at it still.
Wood is one of the strikers that's came in. We're still linked with a host of others. Apparently, we do still want another striker, but it might go on the back burner now. But I mean, imagine if Wood takes it out. We've got no one. Gale's still injured, COVID, about to move. No one knows. I mean, he's nowhere to be seen. Obviously, Wilson's out for a couple of months, so there is only still Chris Wood as the recognised striker going in against Watford on the weekend. One that's been linked massively is that Ekitike, or however you really say it, Ekitike from the young lad from Rems.
Yeah.
They're holding out, like we said, the Wood for ransom, big money. They want about 30 million for him. He's only been playing football for about 6 months. So only made his debut in August.
Exactly.
Highly rated, but you've got a good record. But again, very inexperienced, very young. What do you make of that link? Apparently, we're still keen on it.
Do you know what? He must be good in it, but I don't know, man, because the first time I heard about him was when we were in for him. But six goals in 13 games or so, or in 15 games, whatever it is a good return. But the French league is a different level to what this league is, and is he the person we need to get us out of trouble? He's somebody that would come in the summer. Do you get me?
Needs a pre-season each time.
Yeah, and we can ease him in to it, like the way Palace did with Michael or Elisa, I think it's his name. So like they brought him in from Reading, they eased him in. So these sort of players aren't the players that's going to come in and make us better straight away. Like it's not going to happen. So, and for 30 million as well, I don't know. I'm not mad if we don't get him. Yeah, 8 goals, 4 assists in 17 games. That's a good return, isn't it? But I don't think he's going to be somebody that's going to be a goal getter. I would see him would get him and play him on the wings or something, or play him as a forward, not as our main man, because is he physical enough to even lead the line because of the way we play? Like we're quite defensive in our game, even though we have attackers on the pitch, but we don't dominate the ball. So when doing that, we need somebody when the ball goes up top, that the ball needs to stick. Is the ball going to stick with him? I don't think so, but with Chris Wood, it will. So maybe we're buying him to be around Chris Wood, like play him like where we play ASM, and sort of when the ball lands to him, you can sort of do something with it or create a goal or score a goal or whatever. So if that's the plan, then fine. But at the end of the day, bro, listen, beggars can't be choosers, isn't it? So if we get him in, then we're getting him because I'm sure he's better than Jacob Murphy. Better than what we have currently. So who am I now to say no? You know what? No, like we don't want him. So it is what it is, isn't it? But I just like the fact that the owners are being proactive and willing to names, and I don't see it stopping. I would rather us get our business done straight away than wait till the end of the window because we've got 2 big games, Watford and Leeds this month, innit? Just 2 games we've got this month. So and these games we need 6 points. So I would have hoped to have gotten some of it done by now, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. So
are you confident that we can get the 3 points in that huge game against Watford on Saturday? What do you reckon the score's going to be?
I think Wood's going to score.
So do I, mate, 100%.
Honestly, I think Chris was because our thing is, like the last 2 months since Eddie Howe's coming in, or whatever, even this season as well, scoring goals this season has not been a problem. Whereas in previous years, defensively we were good, and we sort of weren't scoring goals. But we've scored goals this season, isn't it? So there's only been a few games where we haven't actually scored a goal. So I do feel like Chris will probably get a chance, and he might take his chances, and or just be there at the right place or whatever. So I do feel like he might score, but in terms of the win, I don't know. It's too close to call. Like it's such a sensitive game that I don't know, man.
Big Woody, man. Big Woody, back post. 1-0, mate. No worries.
No, he was like I do think he'll score, but in terms of us winning the game, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, because it can go because there's bare pressure on this game, innit? Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
like
huge.
It's huge. Like it's huge, innit? So I'm not trying to put that pressure on myself as well. Like I'm just gonna let it happen, because if I go in there thinking that we're gonna win the game and we lose, I'll be pissed off. So I'm just like thinking, you know what, like let the game happen, and whatever happens. But I do hope that we win. We need to win. We should win, because Watford are pants, bro. Like they're actually shit.
Really bad.
Yeah, they're bad as well. So, and we're home, but we got beat at home to Cambridge, so it's kind of mad.
Let's hope Dennis isn't fit. That would be a big blow for them and a big bonus for us, because he's by far their best player. He's 50-50 at the minute. Apparently, he's bound to start. He's bound to start. Dennis.
I kind of want him fit because he's my fantasy team, but
we've got bigger fish to fry than fantasy teams.
It's mad. Hey, listen, that's the game. No, I'm joking. But yeah, let's hope that that he's not fit, to honestly, because he knows how to find the back of the net, innit? Headers, left foot, right foot. So, and we can see chances. So they'll definitely be looking to him to sort of come in and score a goal. But I think we should beat Watford, and we should beat Leeds. Leeds away. We should go there and get something from them, because their squad's depleted. Like they're not the same Leeds as the last year that smoked us. So I think we should get 6 points. If we lose both of the games, freaking hell, then peak, Bob, peak.
So I want to touch on a couple of things to go. A lot of people asked about goalkeepers. We'll go to goalkeepers now. Then people are saying Dean Henderson, other goalkeepers. Dubravka has been absolutely lifting this season so far for me. He still makes like some good saves, but he makes so many errors. Like against Cambridge, what on earth is he doing? He just falls on his arse, and I don't know what he was playing at. Darlow as well, when obviously Dubravka was out at the start of the season, and Woodman. None of them have looked good enough this season so far. Would you look towards a Dean Henderson on loan? Would you look towards signing a keeper? What do you think? Or do you think it's not a priority now? Just keep the faith of Dubravka, wait till the summer.
Facts, because he's still one of our best players. So, and it's not a priority. Do you get me? Because the fact is, if we were defending better, if we were as a team were defending better, we wouldn't really be conceding as many chances as we would. So let's protect him, not replace him. So let's get players in to protect the keeper. So I would say we don't really need a goalkeeper right now. Yeah, he's been in bad form. He's been shocking on the ball. He's shocking and stuff, but he's still one of our better players. So we don't really need to bring in a goalkeeper. It's not like the urgent priority. For example, if he was out for 6 months, Darlow was out for Darlow shit anyways. But if he was like out for 3 months, whatever, and it was just Woodman, then fair enough. Yeah, cool. Get a keeper. But he's fit in it. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully he stays fit, because he's injury prone. But hopefully he stays fit. If a keeper is not priority, the priority I think is the spine of the team, centre back, and also a centre mid. Like I'm not seeing any links with like a CM, but
it's only you wouldn't really class Donny van der Beek, who we talked about earlier, where he really is a centre mid. No. There is was it Dennis Zakaria, or how you pronounce his name? Zakaria from Thingy. He wants out. He's available, because I think his contract's out in the summer, but Man United are linked with him as well. That's one. And Aaron Ramsey,
Nah, knackered.
not good. Past it.
He's
Done for.
knackered. And he's a gamble because he's not been fit all year for Juve anyways. And I want a nasty centre mid, like the way Brighton had Basuma, for example.
We should sign Basuma, man. We should sign Basuma.
Do you get me? Like a nasty guy that's going to put his, like the way Leicester have Indeed, a nasty man like that's going to put his foot in there and get us the ball back and that basically like the way we had Tiote, rest in peace, like someone like him, a nasty rat that's going to sniff everything out. That's who we need right now because having Shelby as a 4 is a liability. Oh my, he's great in the ball. But you can't have him as a number 4 and then have Willett next to him. It's the Kevin Phillips. Do you know 84? I'm sorry, man, but wake up.
Yeah, I wish. When the takeover happened, he was one of my top picks, but he's never ever going to come to us, man. At the minute, he could choose anyone to go to. England Player of the Year, Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, no. Even in the summer, like he's not going to come to us anyway. So, but I feel like there's players. I feel like CDMs. There's players out there to find, isn't it? Do you get me? And for foreigner from Lens, I saw as well. He's a good player as well. But CDMs, there's guys, there's players out there, man. Just go and find somebody from AFCON, and then just go and get a nasty guy who don't mind getting injured, whatever. Because Shelby as a 4 is not the answer, especially if you're having him playing with Willock, Fraser, ASM, and attacking players. We're leaving our defense exposed. Like no wonder we concede so many goals because Shelby is our CDM, and his legs are
Can't move, Shelby. Keep your comments coming in. We'll end the stream in about 5-10 minutes. Keep your comments coming in. Anything you want us to talk about at the end of the stream there. Jump some names and who Newcastle should sign. Anyone we should sell. What's that?
Who do you want? Like, what players do you see us getting, or who do you want? Like, or that you've seen that you think, this player could be good for us and is realistic.
I think Diego Carlos will be next. I think we will get the Carlos deal over the line, and it is what we massively need. We need that centre back big time. But like you're saying, we do need a centre mid, and we just haven't been strongly linked with enough of them. And I think the owners will want a big name now. That's why I think we'll probably go for someone like a Ramsey or something late in the window. I think they'll want another big name. It's interesting to see if we'll try someone else at left back, because obviously we got knocked back by Lucas Dean, who chose Villa over us. He's signed for them now from Everton. Do you reckon we'd look in the market for another left back?
I don't see why not, to be honest with you. But I feel like those areas, the left backs, it's not our main problem.
When Lewis comes back fit, I think I'd rather sign a centre back, 2 centre backs.
Yeah,
because I feel
like left backs not. I think the middle of the park, the spine of the team, that's where the issue is. That's where the problem is. So let's sort of get that sorted out. Get centre back in, maybe 2 centre mid. I do hope we can get another striker, but I doubt that's the case. But I'm still happy with Chris Wood, anyways. But in saying that, though, we need to offload guys as well because squad numbers is it's difficult as well. So there's a lot of things here to manage as well. But we definitely need, as a centre back, a centre mid is needed more so than any other position now. Is those two places. If we were to get Carlos and centre mid, I would say this window has been successful for us. And then now it's just down for the players and Eddie Howe to just get over the line and just win some games, bro. Win some games, get some 3 points on the board. Because we have right now we're 11 points. Fucking hell, mate. 11 points.
It's mad. It's mad that we're still even in the mix, isn't it, really? It's mad that we're still in the mix. It shows how shite everyone else is down there.
It's crazy.
One win all season.
Yeah, like it just shows you how bad we are. Tagliafico, I saw we wanted him on the Rafa before the LB as well. So I think he's somebody that we can go with. But again, I feel like that will be in the summer. Yeah. I don't see ourselves getting someone like him because Ajax are playing well in Champions League as well. So there's more of an incentive there for him. But in summer, like you were saying, man, in summer it's a different ball game. But all we need to do is stay up. But listen, I've said it before. I've mentally prepped myself to go down anyway. So if we were to go down, I think I wouldn't be mad. So Matt 2Y says not sure why Amiran isn't playing. Cantor is basically his position, and also I think Witsel for CM. Yeah, Witsel for CM. Do you know who actually for centre mid? I think is an honest player that we can get. That a lot of people are calling him shit. El Neni from Arsenal.
I could see that happening actually. You know, I could see because I think Arsenal will be willing to let him go. Arsenal want to spend big, don't they? They're trying to get Vlahovic, trying to get other players. I think I could see that happening. To be honest, mate, I could.
Because I feel like he's the sort of guy. Yeah, he's like a player, like I don't know, like a player that every manager likes because he's been at Arsenal for so long. Yeah, and he's seen Wenger, he's seen Emery, he's seen Lumber, he's seen Arteta, he's seen some of the managers, isn't it? Yeah, and they play him. Do you get me? Like they've kept him there. They play him. So I think there's more to his game than we see because obviously at Arsenal they like a passing game. Maybe that's not his game. Do you get me? So if he was to come to us, and also he's got legs as well. So if he was to come to us, take his experience from Arsenal and bring it to us because we need that, then I don't see why that won't be a problem. I feel like he improves our midfield massively. He's better than Shelby.
What's he Tunisian or Egyptian or something? And then
yeah.
So is he AFCON now?
Afcon, yeah.
So that could be a late move. That could be a late mover.
Yeah. Actually, but I'll definitely take him, and I definitely feel like that's something that's an honest signing because that's somebody that we can get right now because he's not playing for Arsenal and he's still at a decent level for us to bring him in.
What about Aubameyang?
Nah, man. No.
Not feeling it at all.
No, but like Arsenal fans are telling you to take over, and I feel like that's so arrogant of them. Like, what do you mean take over? Take over. Like,
$300,000 a week, man. $350,000 a week. Yeah.
But listen, Oba, yeah, he's a great striker. I love him so much, innit? Yeah, I actually love him, and if you get him, I'll be gassed. I'll be gassed in it, yeah. But it's just the fact that Arsenal fans are like, oh, take over, like where
charity.
Yeah, or like we are the club that takes their dead wood. Nah, do you get me? Like let's take him if we want him in it. Do you get me? But if we did get him, sick.
Yeah, if you can get him on form, unbelievable. But again, that could be another late mover. We're closing in on an hour now on the stream, so get your last few comments in.
Yeah,
I want to finish off on, and then obviously we'll answer a couple of questions at the end.
Yeah.
We've talked about many people coming in. We've just touched upon players that we might have to, free up because you've only got a certain amount of squad numbers. We are going to have to sack people off or put them on loan or sell them. Obviously, we've seen Matty Longstaff come back as well from his Aberdeen loan. Elliot Anderson looks to be going to Luton on loan. Apart from that, Sean Longstaff to Everton. Anyone else you can think of that could move from Newcastle this window?
That could move Dwight Gale.
Championship, getting West Brom.
Yeah, move him on. Kieran Clark, move him on.
Please.
Who else is there? Hendrick, move him on. You know that just dead. Yeah. So like, there's like 4, 5, 6 players that we can definitely shift on. Like Hendrick. Who else is there? Yeah, those guys are. I think those guys are, and I wouldn't be mad at seeing Longstaff go because if he was to go to Everton and play under Rafa and do better for himself, then I wouldn't be mad, didn't it? So yeah, those guys, the Hendricks, the Dwight Gale, Kieran Clark, Murphy as well. I'd say he can piss off. He's just jarring, man. Like with him, he's honoured to be there, innit? Do you get me? So you can sort of tell like he's just happy to be there. As
you know what it's like, mate? It's like It's like going out on a date with a bird who you know is too good for you. Do you know when you walk around,
Yeah,
massive grin on your face, like just won't let go
yeah,
of
yeah,
a hand, got your
yeah,
arm around her shoulder the whole time. Do you know what I mean? Just
yeah,
like, aye,
yeah.
I'm punching you, punching mate.
He's happy to miss chances because he's seen as at least I have this opportunity to miss chances. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Just
But
happy to be on the pitch.
yeah, I'm up to the pitch. My laptop's gonna die soon. But yeah, man.
That's sound, mate. We've done an hour of this stream, so we'll check out there. Good seeing you, mate. Good seeing you again. I'll tell you what, we should make this a weekly thing when the transfer window's on as well.
Yeah. Hey,
Maybe
come. One.
Thursday 7 p.m. Transfer Talk Live. We'll do it, mate.
No levels, facts. Come, man. Let's do that. There's nothing that I love better than sitting there and chatting about Newcastle. So yeah, I'm
Nice
down.
one.
I'm down for that. Thursday night shows, whatever. Then do one on probably the last day or whatever. Just whatever, man. Just
Oh, mate, we'll be bringing loads of deadline day content. Hopefully, if Newcastle are still in the mix. When are you next at the next game, mate? What's your next game?
I saw Leeds tickets as a madness. It's like 90 points. There's no chance I'm going to do that. How about you?
My next one's Brentford away. To be honest, I'm doing Watford at home, and then it'll be Brentford away. If you go Brentford.
Brentford for me, it's not even a sell yet. And I heard one guy was chatting on DMs. He was telling me how there's only like 1,000 tickets.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's so small. But if you hear anything, let me know as usual. But next game, probably Saints again. When that gets,
Oh shit! That'll probably be before Brentford, actually, mate. So
that will probably be on a week there. I checked this morning that like the last train from South Central to London, then to where I'm in Essex, so I can definitely make that one. I've got 2 tickets there, so.
Actually, mate, before we go, there's been some news today that Newcastle are going on a little Saudi Arabian tour.
Yeah.
The good old early FA Cup knockout has gifted them a holiday. So after the Leeds game on the 22nd, the players are flying out to Saudi Arabia, going to meet some of the new owners and stuff like that.
I see that. Yeah.
I wish I could go, to be honest with you. I mean, hopefully, what do you think about that? And what do you think it's going to look like? Obviously, it's going to be a PR thing, isn't it? And maybe reveal a sponsor or look towards the future, spread the word.
Listen, whatever that can help them be better, I'm mad at. Do you get me? Like, take them to Saudi, go take them there, whatever, beat them, whatever they do there.
Leave Kieran Clark there as well. Leave Clark in Saudi.
Yeah, leave him there. But no, I'm saying like, I mean, yeah, that's if it gives them that mental break, innit? Do you know what I mean? That's fine. But
sunshine, the heat.
But as long as the board stay stably and whoever needs to be in Newcastle is still in Newcastle making the deals happen, then fair enough, innit? But yeah, I'm not sort of bad like that. But what I'm gonna say is obviously the next game I'm gonna go to probably the game in London. So I think there's a couple in there.
West Ham, Brentford.
West Ham, yeah, with the Chelsea West Ham games, I think I'll be there still. I'll be there. But
all right.
Yeah, man.
Right, so mate, well, good seeing you tonight, man. I'll see you next week for the live show, for the routine.
See you next Thursday, man.
All right, love, bro. Good seeing you, mate.
Take care, my guy.
Shout out everyone that's been tuned in to this stream. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Thank you all.